So the answer is what is the answer?
Point zero.
0.0.
346.
So the answer is it's not 0.0346. Can anyone
0.338.
do it for answer? So it is 0.338 radians. Okay, that is the value of theta. Okay, and what is the maximum damping couple? The maximum damping couple is Ct omega theta, and the value of Ct is 0.392, and omega is 4, and theta is 0.338. So that is
0.527.
0.527 Newton meter. Damping, since it is a couple, it is Newton meter. And what is the lag? The third question, lag, that is the angle by which the angular displacement lags the torque. Okay, the angle by which the angular displacement lags the torque, that is phi. Phi is the phase lag. Okay, that is equal to tan inverse of C omega by K minus M omega square, or that is equal to tan inverse of Ct omega by Kt minus J omega square. So this is equal to tan inverse of the value of Ct is 0.392 into 4, that divided by 1.76 minus 0.12 multiplied by 4 square.
Minus 84.17.
Minus
84.17.
84.
64.5.
Okay. We will have one more problem. A machine power of mass 10 kg is suspended from one end of helical spring and the other end is fixed. And this stiffness of the spring is 10 Newton per mm. Viscous damping, there is a viscous damping which causes the amplitude to decrease to 1/10 of its initial value in 4 complete oscillations. Okay. If the periodic force of 150 cos 50t is applied to the mass with vertical direction, find the amplitude of force vibration. That is, we need to find the value of x. Okay. And what is the value at resonance? Okay. So first, we'll write this text for this. Say there is a spring to which one end the mass is attached and the other end is fixed, and there is a damper. So the mass is 10 kg and the stiffness K is 10 Newton per mm. If for 1 mm 10 Newton, then what is the stiffness for 1000 mm? It will become 10,000. Okay, 10,000 Newton per meter. And this damper decreases the amplitude to 1/10 of its initial value in 4 oscillations. That is, x4 is equal to 1/10 of x0. Okay, x0 is the initial displacement and x4 is the displacement at the 4th cycle. And here this is Ft, the force is f0 cos 50t. Cos 50t. Okay.
Sir, 150 cos.
Here is not f0.
150 cos.
Why it is cos? Yeah, 150 cos 50t. Okay. And what is the standard form? The standard format is F is equal to f0
Cos omega.
Omega t. So therefore, f0 is 150 Newton and omega is 50 radians per second. Okay, here this omega is the operating frequency. That is, we are applying the force to this. That is f0 cos omega t. Okay, assume that there is a motor and to which a connecting rod is connected to mass, and this rotor will rotate. Okay, you can assume it like that. Okay. So now we need to find the amplitude of force vibration, or we need to find the value of x maximum. Okay, and what is the value of x at resonance? When the resonance happens? When does the resonance happen?
When natural frequency matches with damped frequency.
No. When the operating frequency matches the natural frequency. See, this spring mass damper system. Okay, so the resonance will happen when the operating frequency matches with the natural frequency. See, this system has some mass m and has some stiffness k. So definitely this will have a natural frequency omega n. Okay, so if the operating frequency, that is 50 radians per second, has been increased or decreased so that this is same as the natural frequency, then what happens to the value of x max? This is what we need to find out. Is it clear? Have you understood the question? Have you understood the question?
Yes, sir.
So, what is the first step in solving this? We know all the data, and what is the expression for x?
F naught by root over
That is equal to hmm, okay. This is the equation for the amplitude of force vibration. So, do we know the value of omega? Do we
50
know the value of
radians.
omega here? It is 50 radians per second. Do we know the value of omega n?
50 radians.
No, omega is 50 radians. And what is omega n?
Root over
The question, we know that omega n is equal to root of k by m,
K by M.
root of k by m,
10
and that is root of
root of
thickness
100.
is 10,000 Newton per meter. So it is okay, 10,000 that divided by 10. So it is root of
10 radians.
31.62.
31.68.
31.62 radians per second is the omega n. So omega n is 31.62 radians per second. And what is xsp? Xsp, that is so this is f naught by k, right?
Yes, sir.
So f naught is 150 Newton, that divided by k is
0.
10,000 Newton per meter.
So K is 10,000.
Okay, k is 10,000. 0.0015
Yes, sir.
meter. Okay, now we need the value of zeta. Okay,
0.015.
okay, 0.015. So we got all the values except zeta. So how to get the value of zeta? See, in the question it says that the amplitude reduces to 1/10 in the fourth cycle. Okay, this is 1/10 of x naught, and this is x naught. So what is the decrement? See, one thing is all of the listen here. After this fourth or fifth cycle, this vibration may not be zero. Okay, definitely it is not equal to zero, but after some cycles, it will become steady. Okay, there will be a continuous vibration of the with the same amplitude because of the forcing function 150 cos 50t. Okay, so in the beginning there will be a maximum more the amplitude, and after that because of the damping it reduces, but after that there will be a vibration which is the effect of forcing function. Okay, so we know that delta is equal to 2 pi zeta by root of 1 minus zeta square, and delta is equal to 1 by n ln of x naught by xn, right? You know these two equations from the previous chapter. So delta is 1 by 4 ln of x naught by 1/10 is nothing but 0.1 x naught. So here x naught will get cancelled. So delta is, what is the value of delta?
Point 0.57.
0.57.
57, sir.
So it is 0.57. So substitute this 0.7 here. Therefore, 0.57 that is equal to 2 pi zeta that divided by root of 1 minus zeta square. So what is the value of zeta? So that is 0.57 that is equal to 2 pi zeta divided by root of 1 minus zeta square. So I need to know the value of zeta now. Hmm?
Eight 8.16 into 10 power minus 3.
Mm-hmm.
No, sir. 0.09.
Tell me 0.0?
9.
0.09.
Yes, sir.
See, if you solve this, you will get the value of zeta as 0.09. That is okay. So the value of zeta is 0.09. So now you have all the values. So that is zeta is 0.09. So can you substitute all the three values here along with XST and get the value of x? That is x is equal to XST that divided by root of. You need to remember this equation. Okay. So 1 minus omega by omega n whole square plus 2 zeta omega by omega n whole square. Okay. So XST is 0.015 that divided by root of 1 minus omega is 50 and divided by omega n is, what is the value of omega n?
31.62.
0.6 whole square plus 2 into zeta is 0.09 multiplied by 60 by 31.6 whole square. So the maximum displacement x is so what is the answer? Is 0.00982
0.
meter. Okay. And next question. What is the value of x or x max if omega is equal to omega n? So the solution is again, we need to write the equation x max that is equal to x that is equal to x st divided by root of 1 minus omega by omega n whole square plus 2 zeta omega by omega n whole square. And if omega is equal to omega n, then this term will become 1 and this term will become 1. Okay. Therefore, x max is equal to the x fc is 0.0015 that divided by this 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, this whole term will become 0. Okay, so 1 minus 1 whole square plus 2 zeta
Whole square.
you get whole square for this.
Yes, sir. 2 zeta
Okay,
whole
so
square.
let 2 zeta whole square. So 0.015 that divided by 2 into 0.09 whole square. So x max is
0.083.
0.0822 mm at omega is equal to omega. So the meaning is here you can understand this like this. Now the operating frequency is 50 radians per second. Okay. If I change the frequency in such a way that operating frequency is same as the natural frequency, then the system will have this much of displacement. Okay, and this will add to the actual displacement. So the system will vibrate in a severe fashion. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Here a 5 kg mass is placed on the cantilever beam. As shown in figure, this is the mass m, and the length of the beam is 300 mm. Okay, 300 mm long, and with the Young's modulus E as the 200 gigapascal, and the area moment of inertia 10 power minus 8 meter to the power of 4. Okay. When the system is excited by a harmonic force of 150 newtons, so F naught is 150. Okay, F naught is 150, and this system is excited by a harmonic force. So harmonic force means F naught is 150 sin omega t. Okay. If this force is applied on this system, the amplitude, that is x, is equal to 0.5 mm. Okay, here x is 0.5 mm. So what is the value of exciting frequency of excitation? That is omega. What is the value of omega? This is what we need to find out. But here, one thing you can observe, there is no damper. Okay, there is no damper here. So zeta is equal to 0 and C is also 0, Cg is also 0. So but stiffness is not given here. Okay, so for a cantilever beam, the stiffness K is equal to 3 EI by L cube. These equations will give it in the examination. Don't worry about this. Equations from strength of materials. Okay, these equations will be in the question. Okay, so the stiffness K is 3 EI by L cube. So what is the stiffness? E is 210 gigapascal, sorry, 200 gigapascal. So it is 200 to 10 power 9 multiplied by I is 10 power minus 8, and L is 300 mm, it is nothing but 0.3 cube. 300 mm, but it is 0.3 cube. So the stiffness is the stiffness A is 222 into 10 power 3 Newton per meter. Am I right?
Twenty into 10 power.
20 into 10 power
3.
4. No, it is 222. I calculated this. So this is correct. 222 into 10 power 3 Newton per meter. Omega n. Omega n is root of k by m, that is root of 222 into 10 power 3 divided by m is 5 kg. So 5. So the answer is divided by 5. Root of answer, it is 210 readings per second. Okay, omega n is 210 readings per second. Okay, and what is the expression for x? X is equal to xst that divided by root of 1 minus
Omega
omega by
omega n square whole
omega
square.
n whole square to the square plus 2 zeta omega by omega n whole. Okay, so since here zeta is equal to 0, zeta is equal to 0, this complete term is 0. So therefore, x is equal to x st divided by root of 1 minus omega by omega n whole square whole square. Or here this square root and square will get cancelled. So it is x st divided by 1 minus omega by omega n whole square. Okay. And what is the value of x? And what is the value of x? X is given in the question. See, upon application of the force, it is observed that the amplitude is 0.5 mm. So x is 0.5 mm. And what is the value of x? It is F0 by K. What is F0? What is F0? F0 is 150. So it is 150 that divided by 222 into 10 power 3. So it is
0.657. 0.675.
divided by 2. So it is 6.75 into 10 power minus 4. Okay. So meter. Not mm, it is meter. And this is 0.5 mm. X is equal to 0.5 mm. And that is 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Now, if I substitute all these values, I can get the value for omega. So x is 0.5 into 10 power minus 3, that is equal to 6.75 into 10 power minus 4, that divided by 1 minus omega by, what is the value of omega n? What is the value of omega n? It is 210 radians per second. So omega by 210 radians per second. So we need the value for omega. So can you tell me the answer? So this can be written as 1 minus omega by 210 whole square is equal to 6.7 into 10 power minus 4 divided by 0.5 into 10 power minus 3. So it is 0.75 by 0.5. So it is 1.35, or omega by 210 whole square is equal to 1 minus 1.35, or omega by 210 is square is omega by 210, and that multiplied by 2 is the value of omega is
15.43 into 10 power 3.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 15.43 into 10 power 3.
Is there any imaginary part there? Are we getting any negative terms?
Yes, sir. Minus 15.43.
If you are getting negative, then you need to interchange this. So getting the negative, negative means under if you put it under the root, it will give the imaginary part also.
Math error, sir.
But this displacement, so the displacement is real, it is not imaginary. So real in these two terms, so that is XSC divided